What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Wanted to put a little short video out today on an issue that I've got that y'all, if y'all hadn't had this issue, y'all probably will with your Suzuki outboard motors. And actually, probably a lot of brands of outboard motors have the same issue. It's springtime, right? All the birds are building nests, and a main problem that could destroy your outboard motor is on these Suzuki 200s. You've got a big opening right there, and what happens is birds in the spring, they'll go in there and they'll build a nest right here on the bottom side of the engine, and that's pretty close to the air intake, right? So you've got all the leaves and straw and twigs and branches and feathers and all that gets sucked up in your air intake for these motors, and it can blow them up, y'all. I mentioned and talked about this in an earlier video last spring, and everybody's like, buy you a motor cover, put you a motor cover on it. Well, I'll be honest with you, I don't like the motor covers. They fade out over time. They get a little play in them going down the interstate. They'll scratch your paint, and I just don't like them. I don't want, as much as I use my boat, I don't want to be taking that cover on and off, and I don't want to leave it on. So I came up with a solution. I've been using it about a month now. It works flawlessly, and I think it actually adds to the motor. I think it looks better than factory myself. Let me show you what I'm talking about. I started looking at the motor and trying to figure out a way to put a screen or something right here to keep the birds from getting in. And I looked at it and I realized that you've got a little lip right here on the bottom, and it recesses in on the sides all the way around. You got a little spot up here with a little extra room, right? So what if I cut a piece of aluminum screen and put in there? Would it lock in there? Would it work? So I went to Home Depot looking for some screen. What I found was this right here. This is a 1 foot by 2 foot piece of aluminum. You can see my trim pieces. I saved them for y'all. Cut it out with the 10 snips right there. This is 18 bucks at Home Depot. They were out of the 1 foot by 1 foot, which was like, I don't know, 10 or 11 bucks, which is all you really need. So what I did is I cut this to fit, and then I painted it black, right? Let me show you how good this looks in here. You just cut it bigger like that, bigger than the opening you've got, and you just give it a little flex. And because it's cut, those little sharp edges, they'll bite into the inside of that plastic housing there, and it doesn't move at all. It doesn't move going down the interstate. It doesn't move when you're running the boat. Put it in like that. Just like that, it locks in place. I'm actually going to get me a little small screwdriver or pick and get in here and flare those out just a little bit. It doesn't move at all like that, but I just want to lock it in just a little bit better. But it's there. It doesn't move. It allows plenty of airflow to get into your motor. I run it on multiple trips, wide open, no issues. It allows plenty of air to get in. And you know, you don't have to get this design. You can get some other design they've got at Home Depot or Lowe's. But just wanted to share that with y'all. No birds can get in there, build a nest. Painted it black. Think it looks really sharp, and it took care of my problem. For $18, like I said, you can get a smaller piece for maybe $10 or $11 if they've got it in stock. But painted it up. It's aluminum. It's not going to rust. It's lightweight. It's not going to scratch anything. I didn't have to screw it in or mount it in any way at all. stays in place, and I have no more birds building nests in my outboard motor, which could potentially blow it up. So there you have it. I know I've got a lot of subscribers to my channel from all my Suzuki maintenance videos. I've got a complete 1 hour step-by-step how-to 100-hour service video on this motor. I've got anode replacement, I have got the install, I've got the break-in, I've got everything you need to know to service this outboard motor and keep it running for years and years and years. Yes, I still love this 200 Suzuki without a doubt. The next video I plan on putting out on this motor when I hit 400 hours is I'm going to pull the bearing carrier in the lower unit, clean and inspect it. I'll go over all that. That's very important as well. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Hope this will help. Hey, it's spring. I'm telling y'all, if y'all hadn't run your motor in a while, it doesn't take but a little bitty hole for a bird to get in, right? Check, make sure there's no bird nest in there, because that can destroy that outboard motor. It can suck all that crap up in there, because outboard motors don't have an air filter. They've got a little screen, and you know, I don't trust that little screen. It can get stopped up with all that, choke your motor down. Feathers can get sucked in there. It's a bad deal. So hope that helped. Like and subscribe to the channel if you hadn't already. Thank y'all. Tight lines. See y'all next week.